Do you have an MPC Live or an MPC One? Do you have an MPC X? How about an SP404 MK2? It's become a big thing now. An MPC with an SP404 MK2 apparently is popular as hell. I've been noticing that. Of course, you have too, probably. I guess during the pandemic, the MPC One came out in 2020. Then the US recognizes the pandemic more by the spring. And people are now indoors buying their MPC Ones, right? And it's cool. They're selling. And so a year later, and a few more months, they come out with the Roland SP404 MK2. That was a surprise to me. I mean, they come out with it, bam. And you know, it's a hit. It's selling so much in that period of time. It's like crazy. It wasn't enough to go around for Christmas, actually. They had to keep the machines running. And Roland made a lot of money on that SP404 MK2 when it first came out. And now there's this combination of the MPC One, SP404 MK2, or the MPC Live 2 and the SP404 MK2. So I want to talk more about that and what's going on in the production world of the home producer. Now, this is our website, of course, it's Sample Kings, and we want to show you that you can actually get pretty good deals online, and we're helping people out too. Like, for example, the MPC K61 came down, and we have a deal now with Zounds right here, right? And so if you buy it from Zounds, we get some credit for it. We made a different deal, though. You also get help for a whole year. Anytime you need help, help is there for you. We have a bunch of videos on how to use the MPC K61, including you get a bunch of free samples, right? And you get help, so you can't go wrong with that. And you'll see here too, we've got the MPC Studio right here. This is their price, but there's a little cheaper price online. I forgot the price online is now, but there's a cheaper one. I will tell you about that, of course. And here's the price for the MPC Live 2. Of course, you go right here, and then Zounds will actually back us up. You know what I mean? You buy it from them, and we will give you everything you need. Samples, help, videos. It's like crazy. Great deal, though. And we also do the same thing for the brand new MPC Plus One, or actually the One Plus. And here it is right here. There's a link to it actually right here. Boom. And we're putting links on the site now so you can get the stuff. Whoa, the price came down. It's $639. Whoa, that's a cool price right there. I like that. And this is the new price hookups with no credit check. I love that no credit check thing. Anyway, now what's really happening is that the listeners who are doing this know the truth about sound in some respects, and that is that the sound's too clean. I mean, it's almost pristine. Like when the first MPC came out, it wasn't super popular. As a matter of fact, the other device he made was popular. The one that was just the sequencer without the MPC, that was popular. Sequence all the stuff we had up, right? And no one had made a really great sequencer till then. And then you're realizing too that if you go see a drummer and you hear a drummer play in a room or at a concert, that's kind of like boom, bap, loud. You know what I mean? It's just like the bass drum is like in your face and it's there and the warmth comes out of that. And when you hear it inside an MPC, it's like it's just lost everything. And that's where probably the older heads or even someone who's actually a musician will say the same thing that I'm saying today, is that you want to have that feel for the record you're creating or the music you're creating or soundtrack or whatever. You want to have that real live feel to it, you know, that it's there. Like a guitar player. When you hear a guitar player, it live, it's awesome. When you hear him on a record, it's like, it's pretty good depending on how good the solo is, depending on how good the chord structures in the background. But if you hear that person live, you don't think of that. You'll hear how those notes bend and how that quang chung goes at you. Like, wow, it's kind of awesome. But you don't get that feel live. And what they're doing now, this live or this lo-fi live feel they're trying to create by putting, let's say, this SP404 MK2, its outputs directly into an MPC Live 2. They want to combine the feel of the lo-fi along with the regular, clean, pristine sound of the MPC to sort of like get a different overall sound. And what this means is that something's wrong. If these guys have to get two machines together, something's wrong in the world of the at-home producer trying to get it put together in a way that it has that live feel. And it's kind of sad, but really it's hard. You'd have to buy a lot of really quality converters and sell a really expensive machine to have that conversion back and forth to get this low, this loud, this is minimum, you know, and it just becomes crazy. So the lo-fi and the other machines tend to work. Even with a MPC 1000 and MPC, SP404 MK2 with the MPC 1000, that can work too, you know, but the classics have a different feel. Like the MPC 60, MPC 62, the MPC 2000, 2000 XL, the MPC 4000, and the MPC 2500. Those machines have got that classic sound still installed in them. Now, as they progressively go up, the sample engine, each one of those machines gets a little bit more cleaner. So I would say the 3000's really darker, and maybe the 4000's a little bit, but it's still there. But as it gets further on, they're making a different chip and sample engine. But the real point here, the older ones, which is the MPC 2017 when the X came out and the Live came out, and of course the MPC One, just a repeat of all that, is that sound since 2017 came out has been that sound. I don't know what's going on, but I would suggest if you're trying to get a better sound and you want to do something, maybe follow these guys. I would say buy an SP404 MK2 used or something. I do have videos on that. I got videos on all these machines I'm talking about. I got videos on the SP404 MK2, which you'll see up here somewhere, and or in the comment section. And I have videos on the MPC Live 2 and the MPC One. It's important to sort of get that sound you want to get now in the current marketplace. So I understand why they're doing it, and I guess you guys probably do so too. Now, one thing I want to also say is that the SP404 MK2, when you sample a bass drum in it, like an 808, it's just crap. Actually, you can't do that with that machine. So you must be particular. You must test which samples work best for you. So a very low sound like the TR-808 bass drum is not going to be it, but other sounds do work well, and you will need to combine your lo-fi with your hi-fi, we'll say, and then get what you feel works best for you. Some guys, they just want to put the bass drum, kick drums here, hi-hats there, but continue to create that combo sound where you get that sound that you feel reproduces the feel you want.